are talking about double stops today. Thank you very much for joining me. What's a double stop? Double stops are any two notes that you play together on a string instrument, right? Today, again, we're going to be going through this on the A minor pentatonic shape. The regular one that we know, the first shape, shape number 1, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, right? And then from our last video, we've also got 8, 10, 8, 10, 9, and 3, 5, 3, 5. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the video that I posted. I believe it's going to be right up here. It's talking about extending the minor pentatonic shape just a little bit further so we can break out of the box. So, double stops. Examples of double stops in A minor pentatonic. Up here on the 8th fret, we've got the B and the E string. If you play those together, that's a double stop. 10th fret, double stop. Now, you don't necessarily have to play those two notes that are right next to each other to be considered a double stop. You could play the 8 on the E string and the 10 on the B string. Okay? What a lot of people like to do, myself included, is bar those two notes on 8 and hammer on to just the B string 10th fret, and then you've got... That's going to be very popular, something that you hear a lot of guitar players do, and it sounds great. Then you could hammer on to it, and then maybe pull off, or hammer on and pull off at the same time. I like to hammer on, pull off, and then drop my middle finger down on that 9th fret that we talked about in the last video, right? So 9th fret on the G string. Because then from there, you keep your index finger down on both 8s, right? Right? Something like that. Where else can we find double stops in the minor pentatonic shape? Anywhere that you've got notes in the scale that are next to each other on the same fret. So on the 5th fret, all of these notes, that's what some players call the pentatonic equator. All of these notes could be double stops, right? What other notes can we use, right? You've got the A, the D, and the G string with notes in the scale that are right next to each other. So you could, or since we've got notes on the 5th and the 7th that are next to each other and we could use them as double stops, you could. Those are all good examples. Remember, we said last week that whenever you're playing some kind of riff or fill, it's always good to try to land on the root note. So once again, our root notes are 5 on the E string, 7 on the D string, and then 10 on the B string. So maybe we play a double stop like this. And land on that A, right? We could also do something a little bit more funky. What we do is we throw our thumb over the fretboard. I know a lot of people may be hesitant to do that, but I guarantee you with this style of playing, it's going to benefit you if you learn how to do it. Some of you might say, I don't have very long fingers, I can't do it. I understand. Do your best. Give it a try. The more you practice it and build up the strength of holding down that E string with your thumb, the easier it's going to come. But throw your thumb over that E string, fret the 5th fret on the E string, that's your A, right? And then take your index finger and bar pretty much as many notes as you can, right? I hope that you can get the D, the G, and the B string down, right? So now you've got... This is what I was playing in the beginning when the video started, right? With this fretted, now you've got your ring finger free to do pretty much whatever you want on these frets that are together, right? The 7, 7, and 7 on the A, the D, and the G string. doesn't have to be super clear. It could be a little bit sloppy until you develop a technique where you can mute the other strings with your fret hand or maybe your palm. Don't worry so much about whether it's clean. I can't tell you how many years of my life I've wasted on trying to get things completely clean and perfect when really the style is okay. It's okay to be a little bit dirty, a little bit grungy on some of this stuff. I highly recommend trying to incorporate some double stops into your play. It's a great way to make things a little bit more interesting if you're not one of those shredders that can, go at light speed on single note lines. It just makes things a little bit more interesting to the listener, as well as allows you to express yourself in a variety of different ways. And that's what we all kind of want with this instrument, right? We want to be able to express ourselves. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much for watching. Keep practicing, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.